guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing a tutorial on this super cute Snuggie mermaid tail blanket, and I am going to be doing it in child size, but you can customize it to an adult size, and I will be showing that later on. I hope you enjoy this video. Love you guys. To create this project, I will be using Red Heart Super Saver, Macau, and I won't even try to pronounce the last one. I will also be using a 9mm hook, which is a letter N. I am going to start by creating a slip knot. I will twist once, twice, pull through, and I am using 2 pieces of yarn. I will create a chain of 5. In that very first chain, I am going to create a slip knot. So I will just pull through the 2 yarns, pull through. Then I will chain 2. I will open up that circle. So I identify where that circle is. And I will do 12 double crochets in that circle. So there's 1, yarn over, pull 2, pull 2. So I have 12 double crochets in the circle. I will create a slip knot to join. I will crochet a chain of 2. I'm going to prepare myself for a double crochet in that next stitch. So I'm double crochet, and I will double crochet twice in the same stitch. I will move on to the next one, and I will double crochet twice in that stitch. So there's 1 double crochet, and there's 2 double crochet in the same stitch. I will continue doing 2 double crochets all the way around. Once I have reached the end of that round, I will do a slip stitch to join. So I will pull my hook through, all the way through, and I have joined. Now I will do a chain of 2. I'm going to do 2 double crochets in that same stitch. Now moving on to the next stitch, I will only do 1 double crochet. Then I will do 2 double crochets in the next stitch. And then 1 double crochet. So it will alternate from 2 to 1, 2 to 1. This Snuggie will be for a newborn. I am going to join right in through here. So this will complete my round. If you are wanting to make this larger for a toddler or even adult, you will keep completing the rounds. So we did 2 1 2 1. You will increase from 2 1 1 2 1 1, and 2 1 1 1 2 1 1 1, so on and so forth. This will go on the base of the feet, so you need to just adjust according to how big the feet are. When you are done, you will complete the round just as I am right here, and you will only do 1 double crochet in every stitch. So you will chain 2 and double crochet in every stitch. Once you reach the end of this round, this will be an opening for the Snuggie, so I'm not going to join. I will just turn my work around, create once again a chain of 2, and I will do a double crochet in every stitch going down. So just 1 double crochet in every stitch as I did the time before until I get back to the end. Then I will turn around once again and do a double crochet. As you can see, there is my opening, or the start to the opening of the Snuggie. Turning my work around, chain 2, and double crochet in every stitch. So I am once again going to get both of the yarns. I did a slip knot. I am going to chain 24, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As I tried to explain in text, I chose to do 24, which is a newborn to toddler size. If you are doing a larger Snuggie, then you will stitch off more, obviously, but in multiples of 3. When you are done with your desired stitch count, you will go back, of course, turn your work over, and you are going to do a slip stitch in 3 stitches coming back. So I have done a slip stitch in 1, 2, and here is my 3rd. Then I am going to chain 2. There's 1. And I'm trying to do 2, and then I will double crochet until I get to the end of the row. Okay, so here I have reached the end. So I am going to turn my work over. Turn my work over right there. And I chained 2. And right here, I'm just showing where I am going to enter. I am going to enter in the back of the stitch. So the stitch further from me, there's my front stitch, there's my back stitch. I am only going to use my back stitch. So I'm going to slip into just the back stitch. And I'm doing a double crochet in the back stitch. So once again, I'm going to show, that's my front stitch, that's the one in front of me, and I'm going to slip into the one furthest from me, so the back stitch. Double crochet, and it's going to look a little flimsy. It's going to appear flimsy because you're using the back stitch and you're not using both of the stitches. But just keep going with it. You will see at the end, it will come out perfectly fine. You'll start to notice that it kind of gives a 3D effect. It'll start to pop out because you're only using the back stitch. So if you can see, it's popping out more there, and then it pops out more on the other side. Gives such a pretty appearance. Okay, so I am just about approaching the third. So here is 1, that turning chain, here's 2, and here is 3. So on this 4th one right here, I'm going to place my hook in to both stitches, and I am going to do a slip knot, just like that. When I do the slip knot, I am going to turn over my work. I am going to chain 2, 1, 2, and I'm going to double crochet back in the back stitch once again. So I'm not going into both of the stitches, I'm using the back stitch, just like I did before. So I'm going to just continue, yarn over, and I'm just using the back stitch until I get back. All right, once again, once you get to the end, you will flip your work over, turn it around, chain 2, 1, 2, yarn over, and we are just using the back stitch once again. So yarn over, go in through that back stitch, and we are doing a double crochet. Whoops. Sorry, my camera got out of whack there. We are doing a double crochet until we get to, once again, the last 3. So we have our turning chain 1, 2, 3. So we'll stop right here at this 4th one. So let's double crochet until we get to that point. Okay, so I'm right back right there. There is 1, 2, 3. So I am going to go into this one right here. I am going to create a slip knot, and that will close that off. I'm going to turn my work around. I'm going to create a chain of 2, 1, 2, and I am going to double crochet in the back stitches as I have before until I get to the end. So I'm just going to continue to double crochet in these back stitches until I get to the very end. So yep, you guessed it. Once you get to the end, it's just the same thing. You will chain 2, double crochet your way all the way back using that back stitch. Don't forget to use the back stitch. Using that back stitch until we get to the last 3 stitches, 1, 2, and 3. So we'll stop right here and do a slip stitch right here. And as you can see, it's starting to create the fin. So it has these little shelves right here. Once again, once you're there, you are going to create a slip knot. Turn your work over, chain 2, and then double crochet your way back using your back stitch. This Snuggie right here, which is made for a baby, if you have a bigger Snuggie, then you will make the fins bigger, and you will your stitch count will be a lot higher. But the fins are going to bunch up, and I'll show you in just a little bit how they will bunch up. So this really is just according to you and how big you want these fins to be, but I like to compare it or move it over and see this is going to be one of the fins right here, and I'm gonna bunch it up right here. So I am good with this. I don't need to continue on. Once again, if this base is bigger, then you would continue on and you would make your fin a lot bigger. So your start count of 24 would be a lot bigger. It would be probably a start count of 34 and then just kind of increasing by length and size. So when you are done with comparing and you are happy with the fin size, then you will stop and make another one. So when I finished with the 2 fins, I threaded my needle, and I'm using an upholstery needle. You can use any type of needle that you choose, and I'm just sewing it in. I like to use the upholstery needle because it's curved and I can bunch it up. So I like to bunch the fins up so that it creates more of an illusion of a tail. I hope you have a fantastic day, and please don't forget to like and subscribe for more.